Revenants are definitely coming. That's all of them. Who's ready for more? Take him down. Take him back. You take lead.
There. That's Tama's old house. Wonder what he wanted me to find. Place feels different without him. He left something behind for me. Help me look around. So much here reminds me of Tama. It's strange to be back without. I still can't imagine what he wanted me to find. Yeah, it is. Damn you. I carved this for him years ago. I had no idea he'd kept it. And he tells me, like, when he's long gone. Would be if he just told me. I never gave him any reason to. And we knew each other for years. I trusted him with things in my past. If he really did, he would have told me. I was a mess when we met. I'd been through the battles in Deadfire and a handful of mercenary campaigns since. I was a chewed-up piece of flotsam drifting to the living lands. Oh, I don't blame him. Tom always saw right through me. He knew what I... A coward who failed him. I let him down. He was always there when I needed him. I can't ask him now, can I? I'm sorry. You wouldn't say that if you knew. I appreciate you listening, especially since we haven't talked much. Let's keep moving. A little fresh air will clear my head. Tama painted that? I had no idea.
Maybe they somehow wrap themselves up. I've never seen anything like this.
Neither have I. Never seen a tree grow so quickly. This sort of thing seems to be happening more and more lately.
This sort of thing. As if this sort of thing happens all the time. You seem capable enough, stranger. But the forests are not safe. As if this weren't enough proof of that.
Stay out of the fog.
Good luck out.
Stand back.
You emerged from one shore and found me at another. Do you have the stone? Good. The farther it travels, even an enchanted stone should not attract the undead. The lake must have imbued it with some power I cannot name. To heal Andra's wound, I must give it a watery grave, commit it to the deepest, darkest ocean. She will forget it there. Hardly. We are all plankton now. Will you return it? I have coin, if it would help. The Lady of Lament assures me that this is better off forgotten. She owes you, and she won't. If money will put your soul at ease, so be it. So, that is that. I believe whatever called you to these shores. Until our next voyage around the wheel.
I would kill for a standard festering snake bite right now.
Welcome back. You are here to collect a bounty. Whose death am I recording? Impressive. I wonder if my theory about her... Ah, of course. Forgive me. If only we could find a way to coexist with them. But I suppose it is in their nature to oppose innovation. Huh? Nature? Good. Outlaws living off the hard work of others deserve nothing less. Perfetto. Return when you have more to claim.
Welcome back! What can I get you?
Spirits are truly wonderful, powerful, self-aware, and reach with instinct.
Would you care for a refreshment?
Indeed. The spirits have access to lifetimes of knowledge.
A little knowledge would do me good right about now. A pity I must wait until I'm dead.
If you're looking for sanctuary, you have found it. We have only 2 rules of conduct. Cloves, cinnamon, and anise are just a few. Animancers are miracle workers, but their work breeds obsession. Their anxiety keeps me in business. This tea house is where troubled minds come to approach problems. Regrettably, we are out of tea. May stock back. We have other goods for sale, if you care to.
have been thinking about the moon.
Not this again.
There is no Adra on Bilafa. None that we can see in a telescope, anyway.
I suppose that's true.
What if someone died on Bilafa? Where would their soul
I had one job, and I couldn't even do that.
Pour you a drink, good night. Well, I'll be a godlike in the apologies for the ruckus outside. The Animancers never know when. I might be more amused if it didn't happen so often. But except Giata and Quilici, that is. They are the only Animancers taking the Dream Scourge seriously. I trust neither of them, if I'm being honest. If there's gods in the living lands, they care little for it. We've all heard the rumors from outside. Animals gone mad. Birth's bells, of course. If Emerald Stair runs out of food, we are in dire straits anyway. The governor says it's just a temporary, so we ought to drink. Welcome back, envoy.
The crops are ruined. All of them.
Can anything be done?
The blighters have to give up farming. Leave Emerald Stair.
And the Animancers are useless. You heard them arguing out there.
Mindless academics, the whole lot of them.
Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been? If I could help myself, do you think I'd be in here? I don't mean that. I have a lot.
You don't have many friends, do you? Ah, gods. Guess I don't have much in the way of I'm Fidelio. Lieutenant Fidelio Sarat. I lead one of our ranger outfits. At least, for now, it is. We were helping with the recovery effort until we hit a snap. My two youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days now. Praise Ilia. Their names are Belena and Adalaro. I doubt they'll be up. They were good rangers once. But since they've caught each other's eye, all they do is sneak off to... Oh, fine. Get right to it, then.
Well, there's worse places to make the four-legged beast. I promise you that.
New recruits running off with each other? Oh, man.
Anyway, I never thought I had any cause for concern. They always found their way back eventually, but they're out there, all alone, and they could be in danger, and... The last time I saw them, I sent them to patrol the northern... If you go that way, please, keep an eye out for them. I'm losing my mind in here.
Two young Nimdutan wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Maybe we don't look too soon. Give... You know, I've heard dueling is popular in the... You wouldn't think a public argument could feel as brutal, but I'll be damned if... Maybe not, but living landers can be contrarian and combative. That's what sends a lot of us here in the first. But it's still hard to swim against the tide with your own people. Especially when it means getting them to face a hard truth. You make the wild sound downright peaceful by comparison. I'm impressed at anyone who can survive that, or break out of it, like Giada. She knows who she is and what she believes. She's got more clarity and conviction than I had it.
She has more clarity than you have now.
Hey, I am a willing...
So, what kind of Korba would...
Hey, don't worry. We're talking about Giada.
Right. Like, what did...
Anyway, this can't be an easy time for Giada, but I'm glad to have her on our side. What's on your mind? Good thing you're asking the expert. That must have been 6 years ago now. I guess I was drifting. A settlement called Thirdborn. It's a rugged little place, lots of Rawatan. Yeah. Anyway, we were talking about... You're asking me? Okay, who do you want to know about? Long enough that he's got a good roster of stories about my blood, which he'll remind us of constantly. He's got a soft heart under that gruff exterior. He feels things. If he burns the stew one evening, maybe don't mention it. That's just how he shows affection. He's deeply loyal to people once he gets to know them, and he likes companionship more than he lets on. He just has a funny way of showing it. I think he left Gallowayne's tusks suddenly. And he's never spoken directly about it, but that's what I put together. And losing home, losing the people who gave you a sense of yourself. But don't tell him I told you that. Yeah, given everything that comes with being an envoy, I bet that's especially refreshing for you. And don't worry if he starts... Okay, but only if you let me turn that question around. I think you've been trusted with a nearly impossible task. When we first met, I thought that was because you made some powerful... But as I've gotten to know you, I think that if anyone can stop the dreams... At the end of the day, even if I wish you and I understood each other better. And there you have... Thanks. We've all got to be able to enjoy a little peace at camp. Sure. Holler if you need anything else.
Envoy? Well, that was interesting, right? The woman arguing about the crops, standing up for what you believe against authority. I can respect that. Of course, my method would have been run away under the cover of night, never... I don't know. In my experience, it's always... Anyway, there's clearly more going on here than a bunch of animancers sitting in dusty labs doing whatever they do all day. Beyond that, nah, I can't help you. Call me when you're back to facing... Right, changing. Thanks for talking. You should keep an eye on that scrape on you. You don't want it to get infected.
It barely even counts as a scrape.
Envoy? Fior Messi Verno, huh? Guess if you're looking for an... I suppose rations and the occasional small game isn't enough for you. Maybe I'll stop taking Kai on hunts. We'll get a lot more meat without him trying to, He's... passable. I just wish he wasn't always crunching things underfoot.
I thought that's how you check for traps.
I've led a few people there from Paradise or Thirdborn. And I've almost lost someone on every trip.
Someone slipping?
I said almost. Just glad I... Right, change. Ask away. I'm surprised at how much more deadly it is than it used to be. Hunting was great here, and there were edible plants everywhere. That's all still true, but I never used to worry about being strangled by a wild root while I sleep. Still, the challenge keeps things interesting, right? You earn every breath out here. Careful in the western areas of Emerald Stair. Something lives out there, and... Right. If I must. You might want to consider not washing your clothes in safflower oil.
I hate to break it to you, but regular laundry is a common courtesy when you're traveling. Traveling with a group.
No, it's fine. If you feel the need to wash your clothes, go... Right ahead. Just use something else.
Sweat and midday breezes don't count as washing, you know.
Right, so I smell... Smell like the wilderness. You people stand out like a tree rat in heat. You've been complaining about the...
The Adra stirs, a crackle of light in a withered field. You recoil. We are unsure. Murmurs of madness, fright. Our touch cushions you like a shell. We wilt, we gnaw with hunger now. What has come of this place? A hand of generosity, or a gauntlet of steel. We feel them. They bend and hone the essence of the earth. They draw from our veins like... What are these worker bees? They land on us. The harvest grows. The dead rise. What do they hope to achieve? Set what has been broken. They build walls in their hearts. Why do they not share what they make? The flightless bird resents the hawk. Time flows forward. Do they bring wonders? Or catastrophe? Fire that burns the forest feeds the soil with its ash. We have learned much. Dream of...
You told us that Animan seemed to save our crops. And now you spoil them vine. Zarips won't even touch them.
I think I sprained my shoulder.
More of this stuff. Has anyone figured out how to get rid of it?
I explained all that. They still said no.
God.
I don't know what to do. I just don't think they're gonna stop.
When did the Rangers start taking the Zarip side?
We have had some of the finest animantic farming equipment available. Until Zarips came and destroyed it. I spoke to the Rangers about it, but they say the Zarips aren't acting aggressive or killing anyone.
That's odd. Why would Zarops attack equip?
Finally, someone with a little back.
The Zarops have made camp in the swamp to the northwest. I'd say be careful, but my guess, just go check it out. Let me know what you find. I'll let the Rangers know once the gods go with you, my friend.
Zarops and Kith usually attack each other on sight. Dahingan's the exception.
I think if I walked into a Zarop camp and wasn't attacked immediately, I'd wonder if I was invisible or something.
Let's go. Here we go. Watch this.
I was just getting warmed up.
This place has seen better days.
Taking the shot. Is that all you got? Watch yourselves. Next one's mine.
That tower's for Fjord's Rangers. It's where they stand around and argue about the best route to Shadowstar.
Listen, we'll get to the bottom. I agree that this is important, Masoni, but if we don't focus on hunting...
How is a potential murderer in our ranks not your top priority? You don't think it's real, is that it?
One moment, please, Envoy. We were just...
You've got to be kidding.
I'm not saying it's impossible, Masoni. Only that more immediate dangers require our attention. We'll talk about...
Meanwhile, someone's tearing us apart from the inside.
It says something that I don't even have the energy to be offended by. Oh, and as for leadership, you're looking at it.
Come on, there's no need for that. I know I give you a hard time, Asierno, but you're doing your best.
My best hasn't been good enough. And now too good. We've suspected the killer among our ranks for several days, but there hasn't been time to
There hasn't been time? A traitor in your ranks is serious.
I told you I'll do.
And lose my best hunter to whatever might have taken Monato and Verano? Absolute. I cannot risk you, Massoni. Every ranger we lose brings up... Gods beyond. I owe you a debt of gratitude, Envoy. I can't think... I am shocked to hear Verano was captured, but it's better than dead. Verano's a veteran. I'm surprised he walked Casagrada into a...
You're not listening to me. I'm telling you, there's something else going on here.
Verano mentioned a meeting between the bandits and an unknown party. Know anything about that?
A contact among my rangers?
I was right.
Luring my rangers into an attack by bandits who are planning to meet a contact? Massoni, this isn't just an attempted murder. It's a conspiracy. One of my rangers is a traitor to our purpose, and my guess is that this meeting is most likely with the murderer we've been looking.
Casagrada had a cousin, Felice. They were both farm kids, like most of us in the Rangers.
Ranger work pays better than being a farmhand, and we eat better too.
Felice was a good kid, but they weren't much of a fighter. Verano and them went after a bear with the plague. It was troubling the pilgrims at Nakutedek. The bear got Felice, tore their jaw clean off. There wasn't anything Verano could have done for them. Out here, things go bad fast. Come on, Captain. The kid's dumb as...
Masson!
I'm just...
Be that as it may, being a fool doesn't preclude someone being a I need to know what's really going on here. We're missing some pieces here, namely what... Until you find his body, we're groping about in the dark. Speak to Dorso if you haven't yet. I'll be here organizing... She's stationed near the gates of Fior.
Get the beacon dry. Fresh wood and tinder. They need it.
I'm not climbing up there. The tower's barely standing.
Hold it! Got a shot! Let's see what you got! Oh no, you don't! Get raw! Stand raw! Don't die! Stand raw!
Right back.
and raw!
Take a moment, people. quiet.
This one's mine.
Not bad, Marius.
Gods, what do I tell Sovia? What do I tell the children? It's not bad enough that their mother would... A little earlier and you'd have beaten the other bandits to my crops. But I guess... Ah, finally! Someone who cares about something up. When they ran away, I saw them following the river north. They're probably hiding up there. Wait, you come back with my crops, and I'll give you whatever I can. Hey, you! Go away! There's nothing here!
Oh, Envoy! You have to help me. If I have to listen to this twig of a recruit tell his stories for... I am indeed. I'm flattered that... It's great to meet you. Ranger Iziana Dorso at your service. All right, but make it quick. I'm obviously very busy. Kidding, of course. Before you ask, I know you're trying to find your supposed killer among the squad, and I really don't know much about it. Monato might be our best tracker, but he doesn't put a lot of stock in patrol rotation, rest day. I hope Verano's all right. The wilds can be cruel. Oh, that boy! Sure, he can fight, but does he think? Leave him to his farm and family, I told Asierno. But does she ever listen to me? The way this valley chews through rangers, we can't be selective. That's what she says anyway. Casagrada is a farmer's son. His father, too, is a farmer's son, and so was his grandfather. The same is true for nearly all of our rangers. They were raised with plows in hands, not...
You fight with the soldiers you've got, as the saying goes.
And we take these green farmhands, give them 5 minutes of weapons training, and tell them to stand against the tide? But that's neither here nor there. We were talking about Verano. He and Monato are the best of us, but... no one's without... Verano's always trying to play both sides, be the peacemaker. It makes him soft. And Monato... you won't find him if he doesn't... He was a good friend once. I admired him. Monato was always a loner, but he'd been going off his patrol. The last thing I heard was that Monato was going to scout out the ogre camp. From here, cross the northern bridge and follow the path west. The path will become a cobblestone road. You'll find a cave in the hillside. Should pick up Monato's trail around there. Right. Watch your back. The living land.
Hopefully when we find Monato, we can find some answers.
This place could use a broom or two. Maybe a team of carpenters.
I don't think it's fair. I didn't do anything wrong. You're that envoy, aren't you? It's the face. Gives you away. What can the Fjord Ranger's rising star do for you, Your Eminence? Ah, come on! Listen to me. I didn't do anything wrong. Verano going missing isn't my... Oh, so he made it. Thank the gods. We were scouting out the abandoned homestead near Nakotedek when the bandits attacked us. I drew 2 of them away from the fight, and Verano and I got separated. When I doubled back around to check on him, I didn't see anyone. I assumed the fighting was over. Oh, you already talked to the old man. Listen, let's keep this between us. I have a reputation to maintain around here.
Right. 'Cause we wouldn't want the other rangers to think poorly of you.
2 bandits attacked us, and Verano stepped up to fight them. I drew my blade, and I froze. I saw more bandits coming, and Verano was getting overwhelmed. I didn't know what to do. I've never been in a fight before. Not a real fight with people actually trying to kill.
You froze. It happens, kid. Combat instincts take practice. The real disgrace is tucking your tail in town instead of getting help and going back.
I know what I did was wrong, but I'm not a murderer. I swear. I don't... And I hope you find them, Envoy. I'd love to give them a gauntlet to the face.
This kid's got too much to prove and too little to show for it, but he doesn't seem like a... like a traitor. Mario.
Did you...
Did you leave a cleaning manual in my pack?
Doesn't ring a bell.